Evet sevgili arkadaşlar, tekrardan merhabalar herkese. Evet, şimdi konuşma dersimizde kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz. Evet, ekran paylaşımı yapıyorum. 7. ünitede kalmıştık hatırlarsanız. International Tourism UK. Evet, burada bir okuma parçam var. İngiltere ile ilgili. Ondan sonra burayı okuyacağız. Ondan sonra bu true false'larımız var. Bunu yapacağız. Sonra da buraları doldurmaya çalışacağız birlikte, tamam mı? Okey. Biraz büyüteyim isterseniz siz de net görün. Pekala. The United Kingdom of Great Britain, England, Wales and Scotland, another island is northwest of mainland Europe. 51 million people live in its biggest country, England, a fertile agricultural region, industrial center, and international melting pot. Cornwall, in the southwest, is perfect for surfers, walkers, and art lovers, with its long coastline, futuristic botanical gardens, the Eden Project, and great art galleries. The Norfolk Broads, a canal network in southeast England, offers cycling, boating, or bird watching. And London, the capital in the southeast, is full of history, style, and entertainment. Wales is a small, mountainous, and coastal country with frequent rain from the Irish Sea, with an economy based on tourism and agriculture. There are about 3 million people, but 10.2 million sheep. Losing political independence from England in 1282, Wales became semi-autonomous through its National Assembly in 1999, thanks to a strong sense of identity based on language and culture, and represented by its symbolic red dragon. Tourist attractions are the cosmopolitan capital Cardiff, with its 72,500-seat Millennium Stadium, and recently developed Cardiff Bay, with hotels, bars, restaurants, cinemas, museums, an arts center, and a leisure village. Snowdonia and the Brecon Beacons, favorite beauty spots for hikers, and many romantic historical castles. Scotland is the UK's northernmost country with a harsh climate, dramatic landscapes, and a population of just 5.1 million. Scotland was united with England in 1707, but it's very independent due to separate legal, justice, education, and banking systems, and more recently, a devolved parliament. The economy is based on oil and gas, the service sector, and whiskey exports. Places to visit include the beautiful capital, Edinburgh, with an annual arts festival, Glasgow, with its Victorian architecture, industrial history and modern music, cafe and art scenes, the UK's highest mountain, Ben Nevis, its deepest lake, Loch Ness, with its legendary monster, or the wild and remote Outer Hebrides Islands with rare wildlife. Northern Ireland is also semi-autonomous, with a population of 1.7 million in the northeastern part of Ireland. Separated from Southern Ireland since the 1920s, it was well known for the violence between Republicans and Loyalists, which ended in 1998. Its main exports are textiles and machinery. Places to visit include the capital, Belfast, with its political murals, the Victorian Grand Opera House, and the Titanus Dock, and the breathtaking Giant's Causeway, famous for its incredible rock formation. Okay. Now, let's first begin with this true or false. Evet, önce burayla başlayalım. Doğru mu, yanlış mı cümleler? 1. Great Britain consists of England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. Is it true or false? Well, it is false. It is England, Wales, and Scotland. Most of the UK population lives in Scotland. It is wrong. Most of the UK population lives in England. England is agricultural and industrial. Both of them. Is it true? It is true. The symbol of Wales is a red dragon. Is it true? Do you remember? It is true again. 5. Scotland has the same legal, justice, education, and banking system as England. Is it true or false? It is false. These systems are different from England. They're independent in these systems. And the final one, Glasgow is the capital of Northern Ireland. It is false, yes. It is false again. It is, well, what was it? It is Belfast, yes. The capital of Northern Ireland is Belfast. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Well, it says read the text again, but I'm not going to. You can return and listen to it again if you want. Okay, we are going to complete the fact files on each country mentioned in the text, okay? Well, fact file on England first. What is the population of England? Evet, Birleşik Krallık dediğimiz şeyi oluşturan İngiltere, Galler, İskoçya ve Kuzey İrlanda dediğimiz yerler arkadaşlar. Öncelikle İngiltere'nin kendisine bakıyoruz. What is the population? It is 51 million. So, what is the economy? Well, it is based on agriculture and industry, both of them. What is the geography is like? Okay, it has mountains, lakes, and coastline. And what is the capital of England? Well, it is London, obviously. Okay, fact file on Wales. What is the population? Do you remember it? Well, it is just 3 million. Well, 51 in England, Wales is just 3 million. What is the economy depend on? What does the economy depend on? It depends on agriculture and tourism. And how is the geography? It is a small country, it is mountainous, and it has a coastline as well. And the capital of Wales is Cardiff, right? Let's move on to the fact file on Scotland. The population. How many people are there in Scotland? Not much again. It is 5.1 million. And economy, it has oil and gas, service sector, and also, as we all know, whiskey exports, yes. And what about the geography? Well, it is very mountainous with really harsh winters, right? Very harsh climate. And the capital is Edinburgh. And let's move on to the Northern Ireland. Well, population, it is really a small number, 1.7 million. And it is economy, depends on what? Exports of machinery and textile. And what is the geography? What is it like? Well, it is on the island of Ireland, the north part of that island. And the capital is Belfast. Okay. So, I'm not going to put these names on the map. It can be really confusing for all of us. So I'm going to move on to exercise number 5. Okay, there's a dialogue here. Okay, a conversation between a tour guide and a tourist, but it is mixed. We are going to listen and put them in order, okay?
Unit 7. Exercise 7.
Ups, pardon. Bir dakika, yanlış şeyi açtım. Bir dakika. Evet. Şimdilik dinleyelim. Hadi bakalım.
Unit 7. Exercise 5. I'm hiring a car in Scotland this summer. What do you suggest I visit?
That depends on what you're interested in.
I'm interested in art, history and nature, especially coastlines.
Then you should spend a few days in Edinburgh at the Arts Festival.
When is that?
It's on for 3 weeks in August every year.
Is Edinburgh near the coast?
Yes, it overlooks the sea. It's a really interesting city.
What else can I do in Edinburgh?
You can visit the castle, which sits on a volcanic rock dominating the city.
I hear Scotland has amazing wildlife too.
Oh yes, especially on the remote islands like the Orkneys.
I want to visit the famous Loch Ness and see the monster.
It's the deepest lake in Scotland and very beautiful. But I can't guarantee you'll see the monster.
Well, evet. Dinledik arkadaşlar. Düzene sokulmuş halini dinledik. Evet. Birlikte tekrar bir bakalım isterseniz. 1 numara diyor ki turist, I'm hiring a car in Scotland this summer. What do you suggest I visit? Nereyi ziyaret edeyim sence? Tour guide da diyor ki, that depends on what you're interested in. What you're interested in. Oh, I'm interested in art, history and nature, especially coastlines diye cevap geliyor değil mi? Şurayla ilgileniyorum. O zaman şurayla ilgileniyorsan şunu yapmalısın gibi bir cevap geliyor. Then you should spend a few days in Edinburgh at the Arts Festival. I'm interested in art, he said. And that is the answer. Well, when is that? Ne zaman bu festival? When is that? It is on for 3 weeks in August every year. Is Edinburgh near the coast? Yes, it overlooks the sea. It is a really interesting city. Şehirle ilgili bilgi geliyor. What else can I do in Edinburgh? Ne yapabilirim? Başka? You can visit the castle. Meşhur, çok meşhur bir kalesi var. You can visit the castle which sits on a volcanic rock dominating the city. Well, I hear Scotland has amazing wildlife too diye devam ediyor arkadaşlar. Muhteşem bir vahşi doğası varmış, vahşi hayatı. Oh yes, especially on the remote islands like the Orkneys. I want to visit the famous Loch Ness and see the monster. Meşhur canavarı olan Loch Ness Gölü ve Loch Ness canavarını biliyorsunuzdur. İlla ki gidip görmek gerekiyor. Nedense işte. Canavarın olmadığını herhalde herkes biliyordur, değil mi? Yani. Evet. It is the deepest lake in Scotland and very beautiful, but I can't guarantee you will see the monster. İlla ki bir monster lafı açılıyor böyle bir durumda. Evet, pekala. Devam edelim gençler. Okay. We are going to listen to a historical sightseeing tour, and I'm going to place names under each picture. We are going to find out the names of these 4 places, and then I'm going to read it and complete the empty spaces with you, okay? And then we are going to complete the table, but first we are going to listen and do this exercise. Okay, let's go.
Unit 7. Exercise 7.
Gene yanlış açtım galiba. Bir dakika.
Human.
Unit 7. Exercise 10.
Gene olmadı.
1.
Bir dakika.
Unit 8. Exercise 5.
Allah Allah, niye bulamıyorum?
Hello. I'm planning to take a tour group over to Northern Europe from the UK next year.
Neden bulamıyorum bilmiyorum. Pekala, Allah Allah. Hep yanlış yer açıldı. Pekala, bir saniyenizi alacağım tekrar. Bir dakika verin. Tekrar devam ediyoruz. Evet, şimdi dinleyelim. Burada.
Unit 7. Exercise 7.
Humans first lived in the British Isles about 750,000 years ago, but Britain's most famous prehistoric monument and UNESCO World Heritage Site, Stonehenge, was probably built in Wiltshire at different times between 3000 and 1500 BC. The mysterious giant stones, set in a unique concentric architectural design, are a mixture of nearby sandstone and smaller blue stones from the Preseli Mountains in South Wales, about 200 miles away. We don't know exactly how or why Stonehenge was built, but experts agree it was a ceremonial site for worship and burial, and people continue to visit it every year to celebrate the summer solstice. The Welsh, Irish and Scots originate from the Celts, Indo-European tribes who settled in Britain in about 500 BC, and the word probably comes from the Greek keltoi, meaning barbarian. The Romans successfully invaded and conquered Britain in 43 BC, establishing the city of Londinium, now London, and in the southwest of England, Aquae Sulis, Bath Spa, one of the world's finest remaining examples of Roman thermal spas, with natural hot springs of 49 degrees Celsius. To keep out the Scots, still regarded as barbarians, the Emperor Hadrian gave order to build Hadrian's Wall from stone and earth, which stretches 118 kilometers from coast to coast across northern Britain. The Roman rule in Britain ended when the Anglo-Saxons from northern Europe began to invade the island in the 5th century AD. The Vikings from Norway, Sweden and Denmark also invaded Britain in about the 9th century AD, settling in central, northern and eastern England. The modern city of York in the north of England is site of the Jorvik Viking Centre, a settlement where Viking-age houses, workshops and artifacts were excavated. The Normans conquered Britain with their victory at the Battle of Hastings in 1066, bringing linguistic, architectural and political changes to Britain. They built medieval motte and bailey castles, which had raised earth, the motte, under the castle, which you could only access across a wooden drawbridge. Around it was a ditch, separating the castle from the bailey, that is to say, a courtyard surrounded by a wooden fence, where servants, tradesmen and craftsmen lived. Windsor Castle, just outside London, the official royal residence for over 900 years, is an excellent example of this kind of castle.
Evet arkadaşlar. Şimdi parçamızı dinledik. Bu yerlerin isimleri ne olabilir dinlediğimiz parçaya göre sizce? Evet, bir numarada bakın böyle bir havuzlu bir yer var. Burası ne olabilir? Roman Baths. Evet, İngiltere'nin Bath kentinde yer alıyor arkadaşlar. Dünyadaki en güzel ayakta kalan Roma hamamlarından bir tanesini oluşturuyor burası ve o yüzden de zaten kentin adı Bath. Oradan geliyor adı. The picture number 2 is called Hadrian's Wall. Yes, Hadrian's Wall. And number 3, well, I think it is pretty simple. It is Stonehenge. Yes, it is Stonehenge. And the final picture, what is this place? It is called Windsor Castle. Evet, Windsor Castle arkadaşlar. Şimdi bir sonraki dersimizde bu dinlediğimiz şeyi, parçayı ben okuyacağım buradan. Boşluklar var burada, tarihler var. Bunları doldurarak benden dinleyeceksiniz ve ondan sonra da bu tabloyu birlikte dolduracağız yine buna göre. Ama şimdi süremiz artık bitmek üzere. Tamam mı? Evet. Bir sonraki dersimiz haftanın son ders saati olacak. Orada da dediğim gibi bu alıştırmaları yapmaya devam edeceğiz. Evet, o zamana kadar kendinize çok iyi bakıyorsunuz gençler. Görüşmek üzere, hoşça kalın.